Happy belated iPhone to everyone. Hopefully, if you wanted a new iPhone, you were able to get it, whether you went into the stores and woke up super early and stood in line, or if you went and got it delivered, just like me. Albeit, I got all the phones around like 4 or 5 p.m. and, I had to film unboxings and set them up and all that stuff. So I did get the devices. I haven't spent a ton of time with them collectively, of course. It's been less than 24 hours, obviously. But I have some thoughts and first impressions. But first, let's get to the unboxing. Now that we got everything unboxed, let's take a closer look. And yeah, I'm really loving this black titanium. I am super happy that I went with this color. I did, of course, come from the natural titanium on the 15 Pro Max. And, I was natty gang all year because it was the new hero color, but I had to get back to black. I missed this color. Maybe next year I'll switch it up and go white, we'll see. But as of now, I am black titanium. You can see here that, it is a little bit taller, a smidge taller. And in hand, it feels like it might be a couple millimeters wider. But coming from a Pro Max, in hand, I can't really tell the difference too much. Yeah, I can see if you're coming from a smaller device, a smaller Pro or a smaller, regular flagship base model, 15 or 14 or whatever you may have. If you're going up to the Pro Max, it may be worth going into the store and checking it out to see how it fits for you before actually accepting delivery of it. But yeah, just go in the store, get your hands on them, see how you like them. But if you're coming from a Plus or a Max in the past, you're not really going to be able to tell a huge difference. And then of course the battery gains are going to be really nice on the Pro Max this year, actually getting extra 4 hours versus the 15 Pro Max. And my battery life was actually not that great towards the end of the lifespan of this device here for me. I think I'm currently like 88% battery health on this. And, I don't baby the battery, I should say, but, I plug it in for CarPlay when I'm traveling to work or on the road. I don't do the 80% efficiency. I do optimize charging and I use MagSafe primarily. But yeah, dropping 1% per month for me wasn't that great. But I'm looking forward to the better, improved battery life on the 16 Pro Max for sure. It's not the only phone we got yesterday. I actually got the 16 Pro. This one here is for the wife. Yeah, we're upgrading her. She doesn't care really about phones or technology at all. So she's coming from a 13, but we had to get her to the Pro this year in the Desert Titanium. This is this year's hero color, if you could call it that, because I feel like this color looks very familiar. I feel like we always get some type of like muted gold every year, but this is the hero color this year. It's nice. I'd say in order for me to go to a gold phone, they got to make it 14 karat gold, like super saturated yellow gold. And then I'll definitely switch over. The size comparison between the Pro and the Pro Max this year is pretty sizable. Of course, the Pro Max engulfs it completely. You don't even know there's a phone under there until I flip it around. But yeah, so these are the phones. This is the 512 gig, and I believe we got her the 128. And then, of course, the big boy. I don't even know if it's a big boy. I bought the same watch for the third time, okay? But this is the black Ultra 2. Man, we've been waiting for this color for so long. So long. And this is also the Milanese loop that they give you with this as the parachute buckle. It is, I will say, it's a little finicky. Not finicky. It'll take some getting used to, because it's like a weird fastening system where you got the buckle here, pull it out like that. But depending on the orientation, I might have this backwards, but I kind of want to be able to like pull it in one fluid motion. But when it's on my wrist, it's a little more difficult. And I tried to put it on this morning in the dark, and yeah, it's gonna take some getting used to. There's also this sizing option here where you can slide this back and forth. So this slides back and forth, but on a Milanese style band, it's not super fluid because this bends and it's, flexible. But once you get this to the right position, you essentially can like set it and forget it. So that way it's always the right length to just pull this over and snap it in place. But this is super secure. It's not going anywhere. I do also just like the look of it. And I will say, first impressions, holding it in hand, this band feels fake. Like it's incredibly light. Like it's crazy how light this is. Like it is insanely light. That of course just, you know, is attributed to the fact that it's titanium, but it's super light. I love the like beveled look to it, how parts of it are flat. It just looks nice. It's just a really nice watch band, and I'm a fan. Black is better, man. I'm telling you, when it comes to technology, black is better. Like clean, minimal black, it just goes perfect with the black phone. Yeah, that's just the way to go. Same watch, Ultra 2, but the black is just super nice. Yeah, I'm glad they finally gave us this color. I wish they would have given it to us a long time ago. But yeah, so those are the phones that we got. And also, video wasn't sponsored at all, but I want to actually talk about the screen protector I got because the process was really nice. I got the ESR screen protector. I know a lot of people and a lot of tech YouTubers are talking about the D brand screen protector, how foolproof it is and everything. But this is super simple. You just put your phone in there, make sure these little loops are attached or hooked into these like fasteners here. And then you put your phone down, pull the black tab, or you close it, pull the black tab, and then your screen protector's on. And it went on without any issue. Both of these have screen protectors on them. I got my wife's ready with the screen protector as well. But yeah, super slim, nice minimal screen protector, no weird borders or bezels on the screen, no weird cutouts. Everything works properly through the screen. Face ID and everything works nicely. It's just perfect. And then as far as cases go, I got, what did I get? I got the Supcase Unicorn Beetle. But yeah, no, this is a dope case. And the one thing that I'm gonna say is that you have to look out for when buying cases for these 16s is looking out for how they handle the camera control. So you can see how they did it here with the like gold sensors here and how it's like a pass-through system with the button. This actually works pretty nice, but I will say that it's kind of touchy when it comes to swiping back and forth. A lot of people are saying that it takes like some getting used to using the swipe and all that. But with this one, you have to actually be a little bit more intentional with your swipes because the button has to read it all. So you have to be pretty intentional with how you swipe this. But I will say, I'm actually getting pretty good with like the double press. It's like it's not even a half press. It's like a slight. It's not a full depress. It'll take some getting used to get super proficient with it. But the button, it's nice, but I feel like there might be a better way. I have to get one of Apple's first party cases. Maybe I'll go to the store and get one. This is probably one of the better implementations. I've seen a lot of people do cutouts, but I'm also leery about cutouts because if it's fully exposed, like the whole side bezel is exposed, that's just begging for it to get broken or cracked. So yeah, this is a nice implementation of it. Probably one of the better ones I've seen. But you have to be super intentional with your swipes in order for it to register. We got the Moment case here as well. And the Moment case fits like a glove. And their implementation of the button is just a cutout with nice tapered sides. I will say that this actually feels good as well. It's a little bit harder to figure out. Yeah, it's not even, there we go. It's a little bit harder for it to register the presses, but it's easier to swipe. So you can see I can swipe way easier with this, but it's harder to like detect the presses. You got to be a little bit more intentional with your presses versus your swipes. Whereas with the button system, you have to be more intentional with your swipes and not the presses. And of course, we're gonna pair that with these guys. We got the Moment lenses. Huge shout out to Moment for sending these over to me. I'm gonna be filming a little short film with them and putting the iPhone 16 Pro Max through its paces. But yeah, we got this here. That is the wide on there. Of course, I have the fisheye and telephoto as well. But I'm a fan. I'm a fan of this case. I feel like they also did the buttons a lot better this time. The buttons on the previous 15 models was, I don't know, it was just not good. The buttons here are a little bit more clicky. They were a lot more intentional with this year's case, and I like it a lot. It goes on and off pretty smooth. Boom. Perfect. So yeah, now being that the iPhone 16 Pro Max is very still fresh in my hand, there are a lot of things that I'm still looking forward to getting to know and learn about and excited to use, which can't be said every year for the new iPhone. You know, normally it's very incremental upgrade and there's very minute changes. We can normally look forward to a new camera, which we did get this year with the 48 megapixel ultra wide and the Fusion camera, but I'm actually looking forward to some of the other cool things like the camera control, mastering that and seeing how it impacts my creative workflow and filming and taking photos with my phone. And there's a couple other things, but right now I'm super excited about Wi-Fi 7. I'm able to pull over 1,000 megabits per second, both up and down with my fiber internet through my iPhone, which I know you're thinking, why would you need that fast speeds on your phone? But normally I do upload certain things from my device to, you know, YouTube Shorts, TikToks, IG Reels. And it's just nice having fast, reliable internet up and down on your phone. And as time goes on, these phones become more advanced, you know, communicating with, you know, clouds and all this other stuff and other capabilities that are built in, and using your phone as a tool more so than just a phone. Faster internet speeds are going to be very important. So Wi-Fi 7 is a welcomed addition to the iPhone 16 Pro Max and something that I really grew used to having on my Pixel 9 Pro XL. Two other things related to the camera outside of the camera control that I'm really looking forward to getting to use are going to be photographic styles and tone mapping. Now, as you guys know, I shoot Fuji. Maybe you don't know. I don't know. Hopefully a lot of the Fujifilm people are coming over here and watching these tech videos, but I do a lot of street photography and family photography on my Fuji X Pro 2, and I love the recipe system. I love making my own recipes and using them and getting somewhat, you know, this isn't recipes on the iPhone, but it's like recipes light, and getting a little bit of that functionality and customization in post and also in, you know, real time through the viewfinder with the camera control and tone mapping, tone control. It's nice to be able to manipulate the photos to your liking and also just set it and forget it. Once you find one that you like, you can always keep it as that going forward. But if we can get to a point where we have different presets set for different situations, like a good black and white, a good overall day and night, you know, recipe, you know, nice stylized recipes, one for the winter, one for the summer, one for the fall. Hopefully we get to that point, but right now I'm taking what we got, and it's nice to have the cool little, you know, dot matrix where you can adjust the hue, skew, and the tones and all that. It's really cool. I'm looking forward to seeing how that impacts my photography going forward on the iPhone, and maybe I'll use it even more so. I doubt if it'll replace my love for my Fuji X Pro 2, but I'm down to give it a shot. Let me go ahead and show you guys my battery health right now. So far, I mean, I've been using this phone throughout the day for, you know, photos and FaceTime and YouTube. And just, you know, getting to know the phone. It still hasn't learned my usage habits, but right now I'm sitting at 46% and I have 4 hours and 38 minutes of screen on time. So, I mean, that's about half battery with over 4.5 hours of screen on time is pretty impressive. I mean, at this rate, I'm going to be able to hit 9 hours of screen on time, which is really, really good. So I'm happy that right now, of course, day one, the battery life is good, but as months and time goes on, you'll see my long-term review and we'll see how it holds up over, you know, the long haul. Of course, the last thing that I'm really looking forward to is one thing that we're all kind of looking forward to right now, being that Apple launched the phone without Apple Intelligence yet, and it's Apple Intelligence. So hopefully that impacts our lives in a positive way. We're able to actually use it to cut corners, not really cut corners, but make things more efficient and easy to use our devices or look up information, or you know, I like the fact that you can use the camera control in conjunction with the Apple Intelligence. There's a lot of cool features that they announced that I'm looking forward to trying out, comparing to Gemini and seeing how they compare and how they stack up. But yeah, those are all the things that I'm looking forward to and things that I'm excited about right now. Those are my first impressions. Let me know what you guys got down below. If you guys did decide to get the new iPhone, what color did you choose? What spec or, you know, build did you get? How much storage, what color, what size? But yeah, it's been a pleasure as usual. Thank you guys for watching. Leave any comments down below or questions and things you want to see tested on the new iPhone 16 Pro Max. On screen right now, you're going to see two video options. One is going to be that YouTube recommends, and the other is one that I thought would be cool for you to watch as well. But until next time, it's been a pleasure. Stay fresh. Peace.